I am fascinated with how we dress before we dress. What secrets do we hide? My name is Sarah Nilsson, the singing costumer, and this is Unmentionables Through the Decades. The next step in my continuing quest to become a Gibson girl was to make a bum pad. I knew I needed a little more oomph in the back than nature has provided me for a truly fashionable Edwardian silhouette. This period is all about curves and flowing smooth lines. Padding strategic areas was a common period trick to create curves. This is lovingly referred to as my ruffle butt because, let's be serious, who doesn't want ruffle butt? The fabric is scraps from a green polyester brocade tablecloth. It's a pretty design, although the fabric was a bit of a hassle to sew. It's prone to fraying. If I recall correctly, it was from Joann Fabrics in one of their seasonal spring collections. I've had it for years, and this is the year of Reduce the Stash. And it looked beautiful with the other pieces I had already made, so it was a win all around. I wasn't sure how I wanted to make this at first. I didn't really want to pay for a pattern, and I couldn't find any that worked for this purpose anyhow. Looking on Pinterest for some inspiration for this piece, I found an image of a patent from 1907. This bustle was patented by Theodore J. Wall. He specifies that it is, quote, constructed to permit of free ventilation, thereby rendering the same more comfortable to the wearer, unquote. Sounds good to me. Why not give it a go? I couldn't find any measurements on the pattern, so I kind of had to make it up as I went along. I just made a U with my fabric and fiddled around until it seemed to be the right shape. Then I measured the final length each ruffle should be and multiplied that by 3 to get the cut length. For super full ruffles, this is a good ratio. For less full ruffles, length times 2 or even times 1.5 would be better. Each of the ruffles was made of a strip of fabric 3 inches wide. One long edge and the 2 shorter edges were hemmed. The other long edge was gathered with long machine stitches. I took a 1.5 inch wide strip of fabric and ironed the raw edges inward twice. So it ends up making sort of a bias tape, but it's on the straight grain. Then the ruffles were added to that, just to cover the raw edges of the ruffle. Ruffle that makes the outer U shape was a 70-inch strip, gathered down to 21 inches. The other 3 ruffles were 45 inches long and gathered down to 13 inches. All of the ruffles were gathered down quite tightly for maximum volume and poof. I am pleased with the overall effect. It adds just the right touch of oomph in just the right place. I don't know why I decided to go with this design, since I generally dislike sewing ruffles, but it wasn't so frustrating after all. It took a total of maybe 6 or 7 hours over the course of a couple days. That's all for today. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to see more sewing and singing content. And make sure to hit that notification bell so you can be the first to know when I upload. Wishing you creativity and a dash of pixie dust. Bye for now.